The last time the West Indies were considered favourites in tournament cricket was way back in the 1983 World Cup. Then they reached the finals but were humbled by India. 29 years later, the world is expecting something similar from the Caribbean boys in cricket's shortest format. One reason behind it is the amount of muscle power in their batting lineup. Chris Gayle leads the order that possesses the ability to clear the longest boundaries on the globe. Dwayne Smith, Marlon Samuels, Bravo brothers, Kieron Pollard and of course Darren Sammy make up for an intimidating mix. With only 20 overs at their disposal though, it's unlikely that all of them get a fair share of deliveries to showcase their batting exploits.
I think everybody attacks. You have some years who's very classy and Bravo, but yet still they could find the boundaries with ease. Then you have Russell, Pollard, Gayle, Smith, myself, Bravo, all these guys are attacking guys. So, I guess everybody will be putting their hand up forward to just send me next, send me next, send me next, But at the end of the day, having that in the dressing room is good, but cricket is being played out there in the middle, and that's where it all matters, on the pitch.
The West Indies are hoping to get their campaign cruising when they face Australia in their first match of the tournament. After a long while, they step into the contest as favourites. Even though the Kangaroos have dominated them in all forms of cricket in the last decade, the new look of the Caribbean boys seems extremely formidable to travel the distance.
I wouldn't think being favourites, like I've said before, doesn't guarantee you a spot in the final. You got to go out there and play every match and play it well in order to win. Everybody in the team is working towards one common goal, which is winning the World Cup. And in order to do that, it won't take one person. It would take an entire team to go out there and put all the ingredients together so we could get a nice little soup to it.
Australia, meanwhile, are riding high after breezing past Ireland in their opener. A win for them shall guarantee a top spot in Group B and simultaneously secure a place in the Super 8s. In spin-conducive conditions, Sunil Narayan, understandably, poses the largest threat. And considering that Saeed Ajmal bamboozled them on their recently concluded UAE tour, Narayan could make them uncomfortable too, as they have struggled against bowlers who can spin both ways.
Well, we've certainly discussed it, and he's someone that was nice to have a bit of a look at him. Most of the guys have had a look at him, either in the IPL or in the West Indies earlier in the year, so that's an advantage I think that the guys have, but we'll certainly be aware of how good he is, and there's no doubt that he's a very, very good bowler.
Australia are determined to do well against them. The West Indies, on the other hand, would look to stamp their authority on the tournament through a meaty batting display. And if they are even a shade successful in their plans, it should send tremors in the other camps.